Appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I'm Jamar McKeel.
I'm James
And
Driller.
y'all just got served with J&J Sports. Happy New Year.
Shout out to J&J. So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
Watching content like what y'all put up. So yeah, let's rock and roll, brothers.
And then up next, I thought we definitely have the Super Bowl coming up pretty soon. It's, I guess, just a week away at this point. And I thought it'd be interesting to look back and talk about the teams that have never gone to the Super Bowl. So the first up, we got the Detroit Lions. And, during Barry Sanders' career, the running back only had one playoff win there with the team. And, he's in the Hall of Fame, one of the best running backs ever. And then their 2023 NFC Championship game, they led San Francisco at halftime 24-7, and they ended up losing 34-31. So do y'all think that was their best shot?
In the Dan Campbell era for now, yes. I do think they can bounce back. They just need to fix some stuff on their line. Because I believe their left tackle retired, so that's another hole. But they also have to fix their defense, because their defense wasn't like how it was like in 23.
Right.
They had some holes in the secondary. So I just think, it's just about fixing the holes that they have, and they can be back. Like, their offense is good enough to make the playoffs, but, you need offense and defense, but especially defense, but like you at least need, like, they both need each other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And we saw it with Houston. Like, one can be so good, but if the other one doesn't do their part, you ain't winning the game.
Yeah. And I always say that, James, defense is the main factor in playoffs in any sport to me, so.
I agree. And they also, they gave Goff a recent extension. So the offense, I guess he's going to have to get the offense up.
Yeah, he got to get that offense together, because they keep giving him money. How much was it this time? I think the last time it was 200, I want to say.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
It was
I don't know the numbers exactly.
I know it was an extension, but it didn't reset the market. I know Dak is still, actually, for going on 2 years now, the highest paid, which I think is actually kind of strange. I think by now that the quarterback market would have been reset.
Yeah.
It would have been like up to $65 million a year. But what do you think?
With the QB market?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of teams rush to pay quarterbacks. Like, I didn't think Miami had to pay Tua when they had to pay him. Same thing with Jacksonville, with Lawrence. Like, I know we talked about it like 2 years ago, where they paid him after the third year. Now, obviously, in his fifth year, he plays really well in Liam Cohen's scheme, But I think a lot of teams are so ready to pay a quarterback, so they don't have to pay even more. But it's like, I don't think you should just pay your guy off of one good season.
Yeah.
Like, that's something like we're having to talk about CJ. Like, some people have it about Jordan Love, but I think Jordan Love is good enough to get paid. Yeah. But I think, obviously, there's a lot of quarterbacks that are going to reset the market where it's like, yeah, you shouldn't be getting paid as much as this guy, and this guy. But, I think it's just about, you have to see more results than just one season.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I agree.
Like, if CJ was to play like his rookie year, I'm pretty sure no Texas fan will mind him paying him almost, 60 AVA per year?
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, if you play how you did the last 3 years and we pay you, I'm cool with 50 a year. So I just think teams need to take a longer process with paying, because to me it's like, hey, if you're not playing up to this level, why would I pay you this much money?
Exactly.
Because then when I start paying you, I have to start hitting draft picks for the other roles on the team. You can still spend money, but it's like you're going to start impacting other stuff where it's like a guy like Tua, like, hey, I'll pay you, but like I'm not paying you that much money.
Yeah. And I feel like I said, even with Tua, he hasn't proved himself either to where it's like, yes, let's give you this money. Like, with Lawrence, he's good, but they paid him too early. That's just facts. After that next season, he got hurt and all this other stuff. It's like, that's on y'all, because y'all put all this money, and it's like with other teams, I feel like they should set their teams up first for greatness and then pay the quarterback. You know what I mean? At least if you're going to pay him early.
Yeah, having that QB on that rookie deal.
Because, like, you spend all that money, now you don't have enough money for new players. Your team's all messed up. You don't have.
Oh yeah, like the Texans defense. It's not about to be the same 2 years from now. Once you pay Will and CJ, if you pay both,
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do want CJ to be my quarterback. But if it doesn't work out, then obviously it becomes a different mindset because you're probably if you don't have a vet and you have a rookie, you start off all over again on the rookie deal. So.
Yeah. And speaking of Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars, that's another team that has not gone to the Super Bowl. And they've been around since 95, so that's a while. They've been to the AFC Championship game in only their second season, and they ended up losing to the Patriots. They actually had lost to the Patriots recently, too, 20-10 in the fourth quarter in the AFC Championship game before Tom Brady rallied them back. And do y'all think the Patriots are maybe the biggest rivals for the Jags in the playoffs?
I would say, yeah. I would say the Patriots are just they're hot right now. I mean, I would a couple seasons, we wasn't unsure, but I don't know, man. I don't know if because Tom Brady's the commentator now, but they've been looking really good, even with Stephon and everybody.
Oh yeah, man. Coaching matters. Like Mike Vrabel, he should really still be the head coach for Tennessee. I don't know why they ever got rid of him, but I don't think they'll be a rival to Jacksonville. I know what's happened where like if they were to meet again, you have like history there, but I wouldn't call them rivals, but I do think Jacksonville's taking the right step, and obviously New England's taking a great step because first year with Vrabel and May, they're already in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and this is May's second season, but it's first season starting the full year. So, New England's in the right step. I also think Jacksonville's taking the right steps as well.
Yeah. What about the Browns? How do you think they are? Because that's another team.
Years away.
So
they have the defense. Now, maybe if they can just get competent on offense, like I do think, I don't care who the quarterback is, I do think they need to get a wide receiver one. You got the 2 rookie running backs. You can still build up that O-line. Find your guy of the future. If it's Shador, go with Shador. If it's not Shador, well, you need to find that guy, regardless if it's a veteran or a rookie. But, I mean, now the defense might look different next year because obviously Jim Schwartz wasn't happy about not getting the head coaching job. So that could be something different. But, I mean, they have the defense. It's just that if the offense, like Stefanski, like he was a 2-time coach of the year in Cleveland. And you'd be like, oh, he's not there no more, because obviously it's always time like for change and stuff. But it's like they just need to get offense now.
Yeah.
The defense is doing their part, They can fix it up, do whatever they want. But the defense is making it hard for teams for certain games. But it's like, if you keep putting them back on the field, they are going to get tired.
A lot of these teams are tiring them out, James. They're tiring that defense out. And it's like, I was surprised even with the Texans defense, how they was still just so electric, keep having to come back in. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, the Texans were the next team that I wanted to mention. Yeah. And, they've had some issues recently, but, looking at them historically, they've actually had some really strong teams in the past. And, I guess, who's their J.J. Watt now on the defense, would y'all say?
Will Anderson.
What you got? Yeah.
Yeah, Will Anderson Jr.
We had like a send-off at my job when I seen him, and they were going crazy. I didn't know how effective he was until I seen that Patriots game. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
He gets it done.
That's the guy who I wanted to draft at number 2. So when they traded up to 3 and they took him, I was excited. That was probably like the first time I ever wanted the Texans are really a drafted player, and it's cool like seeing the impact he has on the field. Because I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think he forced 3 fumbles against New England, but they were only able to recover 1. Him and Daniil are really good on the edge. But,
and I was like, I don't that's another thing with these fumbles is like it be right there in front of them. I don't see how I don't know.
And they've never gone to the AFC Championship game, so I'm wondering, was that their best chance against New England?
Yeah. Honestly, just making a Super Bowl period, out of all the Texans years that they made the playoff, this year was their best shot. In my opinion. Now, there was a year with Schaub, but to me, the first year that they made the playoff, I thought that was their chance, but Schaub, on a QB sneak, someone landed on his foot and it broke it. So, it's a lot of what is, but like this year, I think stings so much because it just looked like, and I think Texans fans just had confidence no matter who they played. They thought they had a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. especially after like the games, like you kind of saw how the city like rallied behind the team after they just beat Kansas City 20-10 because Mahomes was still playing at that time.
Yeah.
But it just for me, like if they weren't in the Super Bowl this year, obviously they're not, but like I just wish they lost the game a different way and not that way where it's like, oh yeah, your offense had 5 turnovers and during this whole winning streak, your team probably had like 5 turnovers total, and then you get to the playoffs and then it's like you had 9 turnovers.
Yeah.
As an offense. I know 8 of them was from CJ, but it's just like, the whole different monster, man. It's it sucks, but all you can do is just get ready for 2026.
Yeah. Who's y'all's all-time favorite Texan on offense and defense?
Defense is Watts, for sure. Offense, I would have to say Johnson. Yeah, I have to say Johnson.
Offense, I'm going to go Arian Foster. And for defense, dang, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
If I want to say Will Anderson, but since he's only been there for 3, I'm going to go like with the vet. I guess I'll go with Cushing. That was one I liked. I like Jonathan Joseph, but yeah, I'll go with Cushing.
Yeah, I think those are definitely solid choices for favorites. I was going to say Watt or Cushing as my top 2 favorites, and then offense-wise, I have to say y'all's 2 of Johnson and Arian Foster.
Yeah,
they were a lot of fun.
Yeah, very crisp.
And y'all, please let us know what you think about all of those teams. Which team is the closest to the Super Bowl, and which team has a lot more work to do?
Yeah. And before we end the show, man, we already know the Seahawks and the Patriots. Who do you think is going to win? Because this is basically the rematch, with basically in a way with Tom Brady versus the Seahawks, Russell. Who you think got this one?
I think it's a low-scoring game. I'm going to take Seattle 20-17.
I really like Seattle this year. Like Sam Darnold, do y'all think if he wins, will he be the MVP? Will they give him the MVP?
I just think it depends how the game goes, but it'll be a cool story because it's like, 3rd overall pick, you're a face of a franchise, it didn't work out, then you're a backup for a couple of years, and then you have a big break in Minnesota where they don't bring you back, and you see the effects it's having on Minnesota because they just fired their GM.
Yeah.
I think it was like literally 2 days ago. So I think it'll be a cool story, and like I'm rooting for. Like I hope he finishes his story.
Yeah.
Cause I think it's just cool. Like I just hope he just does his job, takes care of the ball, and like Donald, go have your moment, man. Like you deserve this, man.
Definitely. What you think, man? Who you think got it?
I'm going for Seattle in this one. I want Seattle to win this one mainly because they have former Dallas Cowboy DeMarcus Lawrence, who he was my favorite Cowboy, and I love to see that he was making all sorts of plays this year on defense. It was like a major part of their defense too. So hopefully Seattle's going to win the game, and I hope it's a close game, but at least exciting.
Yeah. So we all going for Seattle, you guys. We want to see, that rematch because, we all know that flashback, But yeah, you guys, that's the end of our show, episode 138. We appreciate you for watching every year, every week. Appreciate you, man, for always being a guest. Always welcome.
Anytime.
On our show, man. Anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, no, that's it, man. I'm just, excited to see what the Texans do in the offseason, fill some holes on the offensive line and, get more depth on defense, find another starter safe to go with Bullock.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you guys. We'll keep you guys updated on that Super Bowl. But as always, I'm Jabron McKill.
I'm James Jerwitz.
With Byron, and y'all just got served with J&J Sports, episode 138. See y'all next week.
Hey, it's James Jerwitz from J&J Sports. Make sure you check out our episodes that are now on Spotify, and shout out to Barracks.
J&J Sports.
Keeping it slick in 2026.